Now tell me about your first meeting with Butter.
My first meeting with Butter was at a Mexican restaurant. He kept suggesting all of these restaurants to do an interview, and I didn't know. I just wanted to go to Casa Maria. It was on City Line Avenue, and I just wanted to go there. Now, I didn't know that Butter only went to the finer restaurants in town. He never ate at a place like this before. But for me, he went. We bonded. We both realized that we were from South Philadelphia. We both loved food. And I don't know, it was like magic from the moment we met.
Nobody knows what I went through trying to hire this woman. I'll never forget, I was like trying to hire her. So we spoke on the phone and I said, why don't we have lunch and talk about you coming to DAS? She said, oh, that's great, I'd love to do that. I said, okay. How about if I meet you at the San Marco? And she said, oh, no, that'll never do. I can't go there. I said, okay. I said, you don't like Italian food? She said, no, I do, but I just don't want to go there. I said, okay, well, how about if we go to La Colina? She goes, oh, no. I don't want to go. No. I said, what's wrong with that? She goes, it's it. I just don't want to go. I said, well, why don't you pick the place? And she goes, do you know where El Torito is? I said, El Torito? She goes, yeah. It's a Mexican restaurant in the presidential apartments. I said, I know where it's at, but I've never been there. She goes, oh, that'd be great. So I was like, am I asking her for a date? Or am I asking to see if she wants to come to work for me? She done turned down 2 great Italian restaurants for me, and now she wants me to go to some Mexican restaurant, El Torito. So I met her there, and she was all into the salsa and the chips and carrying on. So I said to her, I said, how come you didn't want to go to either of the Italian restaurants? It was too lottie-dottie. I said, too lottie-dottie? I said, it was just a little restaurant. We go in here, have dinner or lunch, and we'll come back and go to work. She goes, nah, this is more me. I said, okay. But I can't believe it's 25 years since that started, and the 25 years of, if anybody can make me laugh every day, it's Patty Jackson. She says the simplest things when the mic is closed, and when the mic is on, she's as informative as she can be. She's just a wonderful talent. And Patty, I just want to wish you a happy 30th anniversary and many, many more to you.
What made you choose radio, or did radio choose you?
What made me choose radio? I think me and radio chose each other. I was a kid in church. I did the church announcements. I did the Easter poem. I was the high school announcer where a lot of kids started off doing it. I was very faithful with my songs and my announcements for the day. And I was that person you heard on the PA system. I always had something to say, in a good way. But I was always literally in front of a microphone, so I knew it was my destiny.
Hey there, it's your girls Mary, and we know it is not easy to do 30 years of anything.
Right.
But for you to be doing this 30 years, we congratulate you. Happy, happy, happy anniversary.
Yes, Patty Lady, you deserve it. I hope it's been wonderful, and I hope it gets better in time.
In 30 years of radio, what moment at the power of radio still lives with you?
Gosh, I've had so many memorable moments in radio. Denzel Washington, when he was here filming Philadelphia, I would play a song for him every day. And I met him at the Boys and Girls Club in Frankfurt, and he said, do you have to play it every day? Every day, really? And I said, okay, I'll stop. He said, no, you don't have to stop, but do you have to play it every day? So then Denzel called me and had a list of songs he wanted me to play. Were they on the radio station's playlist? No. I played them anyway, and Butter said, am I your boss? Or is Denzel Washington your boss? I don't think Denzel's your boss, so you should go back to playing the playlist. By the way, the songs were like the best of Angela Bofill, but not the hits. Not This Time I'll Be Sweeter, not I Try, none of those obscure album cuts that Denzel wanted to hear, and I played them.
What's going on, world? This is Kevin Hart, a.k.a. K-Hart, a.k.a. Little Face, Big Body. And right now, I got to give a big special shout out to my auntie, Patty. And the reason why I say my auntie, because I've known her for years. And this person has watched me grow, not only in my career, but as a man. She remembers me when I was like 5'2". Technically, I'm 5'4" now, so she really has seen me grow. But to know and see what you've done. You've been on the radio for 30 years. 30 years! That's unheard of. And you look 22. I don't think you are what you are, okay? I thought you was 22, 23. So I'm shocked to even know how old you really are. But 30 years on the radio. I grew up listening to you. My mom was such a huge fan, and that's how I was educated to you. And for me now to be in your life the way I am, the only right thing for me to do is say happy 30th anniversary. I love you. Please get to 40 years, and after that, let's get to 50. No one does what you do better. I love you, sweetie. Mwah.